Welcome back. You're watching Ask Profit, a show where you get all your stock-related queries answered. This is via WhatsApp or even calls that we can do so. With us we have our guest Saurabh Jain from SMC Global Securities, along with Ajit Mishra, SVP Research of Religare Broking, now joining us as well. But before we go to the guest, let's welcome in our caller right now. Sridevi is calling us from Chennai. Hi Sridevi, how can we help you on the show today?
Hi team, I'm around 28.
To hold is the view on GAIL, but would you buy fresh?
On adding.
Keep on adding, all right. Shankar is calling us from Chennai. Shankar, thanks so much for calling us. How can we help you today?
Hello sir, how are you?
Very well. Shankar, how are you?
I am very fine sir. For carrying the NDTV's guidelines, I am always fine.
Okay, good to hear that. How can we help you today?
Definitely, sir. I am regularly watching Reddington. The Reddington share 240 to 310 is a range, I think. So, shall I buy at current levels for short term and as well as long term?
Okay, but when you say short term, what is the definition of short term?
Short term means just I told you 240 to 310 is range bound.
No.
So whenever it comes around 250, 2 months maximum, sir. Time limit 2 months.
Yeah, but okay, 2 months, because it could well take a year for it to reach that mark. Who knows? But I got your point, Ajit. I'll come to you on this one then. What's the view on Reddington for a 2-month time frame?
Yeah. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Alex. Yeah. So as you rightly mentioned that it's good to have a target in place, but at the same time, we should also be aware of how the stock usually trades if the view is very short term. And we have already pointed out that he's been closely watching the stock, means 250, 310 is broadly the range. So he's right that from almost like 2.5 months is something that we are seeing the stock trading in this range. So we have already tested the upper band, and now we are currently trading in the middle of the same. So at the same time, it's a highly volatile stocks. So again, one needs to be very strict with the stop losses if the view is less than 3 months. So here 255, 248 is the base area. So 20 points means 10% on the downside. If you are okay with that, definitely you can consider accumulating at current levels. Around 300 to 310, the upper band of this range, you can look to book.
Okay, so that's the view for Reddington. Well, I hope, Shankar, that answers the question for you. Now, next we have Siddharth.
Is the view. Let's take our next caller. We've got Sanjay calling us from New Delhi, incidentally also on the IT space. And Sanjay, thanks so much for calling us. How can we help you today?
Morning. I'm having this Infosys 100 shares, and when I find it, they have about this buyback also at 1850 levels.
Right.
So I went for it and I bought 100 shares of NP at 1502. And my view is till Christmas.
Till Christmas. Okay. All right. So let me get you a technical view on that one. That's what you're looking for, right, Sanjay?
Please.
Yes. Okay. Ajit, I'll come to you on this one. Of course, since the announcement of the buyback, it's been a torrent of bad news for the sector and quite a bit of selling even last week, right? At the index level, you're seeing cuts of about 7%, which is why he's lost ground. But are there prospects on the upside? Where would you put the target for the end of the year?
So Alex, every now and then we are seeing attempts of recovery, but mostly the moves fizzle out. And despite this positive development of buyback, we are not seeing any kind of strength as such in Infosys. Also means at the higher end, around 1540, 1550 area, we are seeing multiple resistances. On the downside, 1400 is a zone where we have this immediate support. So consolidation is more likely. And since his view is less than 3 months, I believe that the consolidation with slightly on the negative bias might continue. And since we have this buyback in place, the downside could also remain capped. So prudent approach is to not to waste time in case, because we all know the kind of acceptance ratio basis the overall retail holding by the end of this period will turn out for the investors. So the ideal approach is to focus on the sectors which are basically doing well. So be it metals, auto, select PSU's name from the banking space, OMCs. These are the space that one should continue to focus on in the current market scenario.
Okay, so that's the view for Infosys. Now next we have a question from Kushal, who's writing to us from Mumbai and wants to understand the viewpoint for Marksans Pharma. Ajit, let me come to you on this one as well. What are the entry and exit points that he should be watching out for?
So Marksans, sharp correction, and now we are closer to the strong support area on the weekly charts. Roughly around 158.59 is what the 200 days of weekly exponential moving averages are placed. So there could be a bit of consolidation or a pause, but it's not an ideal time to look for a fresh buying until we see a sign of reversal. So for any buying, one should wait for a decisive close above 175. Then only you should consider, going long with the 160 as a stop loss and position target of 210, 215.
All right, so that's the view on Marksans Pharma. We've got our next question on, actually our next caller from Vimal. Vimal is calling us from Hubli. Vimal, hi, morning. How can we help you today?
Yes, very good morning. Good morning and nice to hear you. Thing is that when I bought the shares of Lloyds Enterprises for 70 rupees, 70 paise,
okay,
and still I'm incurring the losses of 75,000.
Right.
So what should I do? Whether should I hold or else sell? Could you please assist with this?
When did you buy this stock, so Vimal?
Yes, so just 20 days ago. 20 days ago I bought this share.
Okay, and what was the time frame that you had in mind?
I do have time frame of 1 month in my mind.
Okay. All right. And why did you buy 10,000 shares of this counter?
Because of the seeing upcoming trends of the steel industry. So looking at aspects, I've been bought those shares of 10,000.
Okay. The only reason I'm asking is it's a pretty substantial quantity. It's a very large quantity. As a percentage of your overall portfolio, is it maybe more than 20-30%?
Yes, I was expecting 20-30% in the very short time.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking as a percentage of your overall stock portfolio, is this a very substantial share?
Yes, it is a substantial share, exactly.
Okay. All right. So since it's a trading bet, I would actually suggest that you reduce the size of trading bets and you have your longer term portfolio as longer, but then that's what most of the experts say. Ajit, I will come to you on this one. 70 rupees is the buy price. 10,000 shares have been bought of Lloyds. What would you do with this one?
So Alex, you rightly mentioned that it's easy to get carried away, especially in the market. If we talk about a couple of weeks ago, in fact, in the mid cap and small cap space, we were seeing most of the stocks are doing exceptionally well. In fact, Lloyd also at that point of time was seeing noticeable buying interest. But when it comes to trading, the most important aspect that in case if you are breaking discipline, then you should know at least your exit point clearly. Means in case if you are very bullish or you are expecting a very strong, then you should have like a clear stop loss also in place. For Lloyd, it was around 70 area, which was the zone basically where it formed the base. Now we are seeing gradual drift. Volumes are dry. Major support now at 59, which is like 4 points down from the current level. So my recommendation is to utilize any recovery toward, let's say, 65, 68 zone to reduce your position first. In the interim, do maintain a stop at 59 now. In case if it fails to see any rebound and continues to decline, then probably it's set for the fresh leg of the down move below 59. So overall, sideways to negative bias is something that the stock is indicating. So use recovery to reduce your position.
Okay, so that's the overall technical check in terms of what's happening with Lloyds Enterprises. Now next question is from Chandra. His
a view up about 1.6% in trade today. Baswaraj is calling us from Karnataka. Baswaraj, thanks so much for calling us. How can we help you today? Okay, we've just lost the line. It was an interesting question, so I'm going to take it up in any case. 18,400 is the level that he's bought Force Motors at. And this is another situation where I think Baswaraj has tried to ride the rally. Because pull up the 1-year chart for Force Motor and you will probably see what I'm talking about. The stock has moved from strength to strength, 122%, but it's lost a little ground from the top, and that's exactly what Baswaraj has experienced. Ajit, I'll come to you on the charts. Current price is sub 17,000, so he's lost value and he's got 38 shares, which is for a retail investor, pretty substantial quantity. What should he do? What should his strategy be?
So, Alex, it's a textbook distribution pattern the stock has been forming, means head and shoulder pattern. And the confirmation below 16,600 will confirm that this buoyancy or the trend is going to fizzle out. Usually we don't see such pattern, eventually materializing, considering that it's very clear and obvious, on charts. So usually we see the negation. So as of now, still I would recommend him to at least maintain stop at 16,600 because there's no point, arguing with the market. And, there'll be clear confirmation below this 16,000 mark. So in any case, below 16,000, he should definitely exit. For negation, 18,300 would be the area where I guess it's closer to his buying price also, where we have the resistance. So in case if he gets any bounce before that, means before we test 16,600, we should definitely utilize this opportunity to exit if the view is short term.
Okay, so that's the view for Force Motors. Next we have a caller joining us, and this is Anudeep calling.
Okay, all right. The next question is from Ashwin, and Ashwin says, wishing you a very happy Dussehra in the week ahead. Wish you and your family the same, and thanks so much for the kind wishes that you've sent us. Nucleus Software is the name of the counter that he's holding at a price of 1,435. He wants to know whether he should average it at the current levels for a period of 15 months, 1 year to 15, or actually for a year. He's already held it for more than 15 months, he says. So I'll come to you, Ajit, on the charts. 1,007 is the current market price. It's much below the buy price. What is the indication on the charts?
So, Alex, of late we had this strong recovery attempt, but post the initial surge, in the last 2.5 months, we have almost surrendered the majority of the gains. We are currently trading below the major averages. So, but yes, the good part is that at least the downside seems capped because now at least around 970, 980 area is something the stock has been finding support or buying interest. For fresh buying or addition to his existing position, he should wait for a close above 1,080. Then only we can consider the stock out of woods and possibly for a recovery or a rebound, with 1,200, 1,250 being the first target area. At the same time, 950 on the closing base should be his stop loss because below that, it might again fizzle out towards 800 or maybe lower.
All right. So keep a stop loss and bear that in mind. We have to slip into the rapid fire round now. This is more or less the end of the program, but we'll try and fit as many questions as possible over the course of the next 2 minutes. I hope, gentlemen, you're ready. The first question is on Poonawalla FinCorp, and Neha from Bengaluru is making 30% profits here. She's wondering whether to hold for the next 1 to 3 months. Ajit, should she do so or book right now?
Hold with stop at 480 and target of 530.
HBL Engineering for a period of 1 to 2 years, borrowed levels of 1. ITC borrowed levels of 405. Ramya wants to know whether to hold for the short term or the long term. What's the view? Ajit?
Hold with stop at 395, 420, 25 target zone.
Chennai Petro borrowed levels of 757. Gaurav Baheti wants to know whether to hold for a target of 800 rupees. Is that possible in the short term? Ajit?
Hold with stop at 758, 810, 825 position targets.
Okay. Acme Solar, borrowed levels of 200. Okay, book profits in Acme Solar. KNR Construction, borrowed levels of 355. Would you hold for a period of 1 year or exit? What's the view, Ajit?
Exit, it's an underperformer.
Ambuja Cement, would you buy the limited, borrowed price of 2,200? Would you hold for the short term? Ajit?
Maintain a stop at 2050 and then use rebound to reduce your position around 22, 2300.
Okay, so we've got quite a few questions, nearly 40 questions done. Saurabh, Ajit, thanks so much for taking the time. Absolute pleasure having you on the program. And from Anushi and myself and the team that put this show together, as always, thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully, the questions that we got answered for you today helped you, even if your specific question was not answered. Anushi, say bye.
Goodbye, viewers. It was great being a part of today's Ask profit, yeah.
And it was absolutely fun having you as well. Do stay tuned. Up next is Know Your Company, and Anushi, you're going to be back, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so stay tuned.